the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the ones that you cannot find. Reaching for something inside is so close you can almost see.
What is pathological demand avoidance? Why is it so important to talk about? And why does this sometimes feel like anxiety? So pathological demand avoidance is when a task is given to somebody and this task feels like a demand, and this demand feels like a perceived loss of autonomy. So when you think about autistic individuals who go the majority of their life relying on external support, somebody else, some other thing, any bit of autonomy that they can hold on to is very, very important. So the way you say things, the way you word things is important, because if it feels like a demand, they will feel sometimes helpless and powerless, right? And what is anxiety? Anxiety is an involuntary commitment to indecision. So when you have all these demands and it's paralyzing, it can feel like anxiety sometimes. So this is important stuff to understand.
Autonomy is something that every autistic individual needs. I don't care whether you're a level 1, 2, or 3, whether you're on the right side of the spectrum or on the left side of the spectrum. If you're autistic, matter of fact, if you're neurodivergent, you will need autonomy. So words matter. Words are important, and the way that you phrase words are going to be key. They're going to be crucial. I'm looking in the comment section of the original video, and I'm seeing some feedback, and I want to read it. Wendy says, Dr. Kojo, I feel you're on the right track, but you need to get out of the clinical definition and into some real life scenarios. Okay, I'm sure I got some room for improvement. PDA is not just from external demands and being constantly reliant on support. I am 100% alone in all my daily movements, and I have PDA still. It goes all the way down to when my bladder tells me I have to pee, and I panic because I'm not ready to go through the 60 steps of going potty. Wendy, and I agree. Wendy, I agree. I'm going to read the rest, but I agree. I'd argue part of it is a loss of autonomy solely because our brains have to plan every movement step by step, and we just don't have that much constant energy. Our brains have to plan every movement step by step, and we just don't have that much constant energy. That's facts. Wendy, you are correct. PDA can be internal demands, it can be external demands, so you are correct. I didn't elaborate on both sides as much in the original video, but you are completely correct. And Christian replied to Wendy's comment, and they got a lot of likes. So let's see what Christian said. So Christian says, yes, it just dawned on me that this might be the reason why anytime my body needs something, I get very irritated. Like, I don't want to be hungry, I don't want to shower, I don't want to sleep, I don't want to go pee, but I need to, so I do it because then I'll pay the price. So I'm constantly feeling forced. Yeah, that's demand avoidance. That's an internal demand. Somebody agrees with Wendy. Anna says 100% always running into those issues too. Like, yeah, I need and semi-want to, but my brain said no, and then built its own case. So unless there's an attorney in your head, you can let me borrow for a second. It'll be a bit. Israelite people believe we are only like that to others, and therein can be trained. Yeah. And the demands that you place on yourself when it comes to demand avoidance can be more frustrating than the external demands, because if you are frustrated from other people having demands of you and phrasing things a certain way, but you're talking to yourself in a manner that strips you of your own autonomy, it's like a double whammy. So yeah, Wendy, I agree with your original comment. I completely agree. And I'm happy that you put it there so we can see things from both sides.